Okay, so I was a complete and utter derp when I did this because I had an update on my computer and I didn't check my settings for my recording program OBS to see if this was going to go through. So there's no sound and no audio from me in this. It's just visuals. So I have to talk over it. So I'm going to the new event. It's called the Evermotion Mechanical Painting. And I did actually, oddly enough, read the dialogue for this whole thing. Um, I really don't feel like reading that whole dialogue again. So I'm just gonna go over this guy, Felix Yogi, or however you say his name, was attacked by hilly curls, which I know I'm probably saying that wrong, but fuck it, I can't say it right. And he's trying to get help getting these parts for his mechanical painting thing in order to show off the device to everybody to promote it. Well, he hasn't had any luck with the Adventurers Guild yet, and I guess one of the Knights of Avonius, who is Swan, is trying to stop him from leaving because he's already been attacked once. And upon seeing you, Swan is relieved and is happy that he can pass it off to somebody else. And Felix also mentions about how you're very, very popular in Fontaine, where apparently your article for fighting Dvalin was on the headline paper called The Steam Bird in their country for 3 weeks. So this is basically just them going over what happened with Felix. Uh, and Swan is just like, whatever, I'm going to leave. Well, that's not at this point yet. But anyways, so what ends up happening is he got attacked by the Hurley Corals, and he had 19 gear parts that were stolen from him, and he wants to get them back. Which I find odd that the Adventurers Guild couldn't help him because once you see where the location's at, you're gonna be laughing your ass off because it's like right outside Mondstadt. I guess the adventurers just that they sent weren't tough enough to fight the Hilly Crawls. Um, so yeah, there was that. So yeah, you offer the help, and that this is where he mentions the 3 week of being in the paper. So anyways, this is gonna take a while because I was reading the dialogue through this whole thing, which now makes me wish I hadn't because it's taking fucking forever to get through this. Uh, I need to remember whenever I do an update to check my settings. Because this is a little ridiculous. Like, you can't even hear the game. There's no music or anything in the background. I feel awful for having done this, even if it was unintentional. Oh, this is taking forever to get through dialogue. Swan, can you just hurry up and leave? Oh, look, am I going to leave soon? Oh no, Swan leaves. And that's a well, on the clip it shows a lot of blackness for that, even though this whole thing, like half of it wasn't even black. Okay then. Um Yeah, I have to use an editing program and an audio recording program in order to get this together because, you know, that's how life is apparently. But anyways, so now he's talking to you about the device and how it's a wind up thing that gives perpetual energy. So when I was talking about this, I was equating it to like one of those wind up toys but with more power, or like the music boxes you would wind up to play music and stuff. So that's what I was thinking of. It has like one gear that's powered, and then it has like all these other things to get powered and stuff. I don't know what's powering the one gear, but it can work in conjunction with other gears. But I don't know what exactly part of it's a painting. It just looks like a bunch of gears together to me. I mean, there's some glowy bits that happened when you did it, but yeah, other than that. He was saying that even the monsters couldn't resist it, and it's like, well, you did show them a weird, interesting contraption, so yes, they were going to investigate it and then attack you because they wanted it. Uh, these guys talk so much. I don't realize it during reading the dialogue, but I realize it now afterwards. Okay, here we go. Leave it to me. Come on, hit the button. Thank you. Now the dialogue might actually be a bit off because I had to start recording this before playing the video in the background to try and time it up. So please forgive me for that. I might crop it a little bit in the starting just so it matches up a little bit better, but I can't guarantee it'll actually line up like it's supposed to. I'll probably check it when I go insert it into here. So yeah. So now I am going to warp over to where the location's at. And then with this one, I switched the teams because I like playing with Haizu. And I like using elemental stuff to my advantage. But the enemies were really super easy here, so it didn't really matter. Except the dum-dum me kept getting caught on objects because I realized, oh look, exploding barrels. So you'll see in a moment how I ended up getting stuck. And then I used it to my advantage. So yeah, that was super duper fun. And then I had the one enemy left. And then you go and return the box to him, and then you get to try out the painting for the first time. Which, I'm going to tell you right now, I did derp a little bit on the painting. Not going to lie. So I'll explain that when we get to that part of the video. And then this part, I thought I had lined it just so that I wouldn't hit the wall, but I did. So that's what that was. And thank goodness there's not much dialogue in this portion of it. Oh, there is one thing he does bring up. He does bring up that if the reporters for the Steambird were there, he would have invited them over to do an interview with your character, whichever traveler you picked, and that they would have been probably once again headline news for 3 weeks in the Steambird, and you could have gotten royalties from that. So I was checking out to see what puzzles were unlocked, and it's just the one since the event just started. So I'm reading the directions and stuff like that for the gears. Now, unlike when doing the flower pot arrangement version of the event thing, when they had that festival going on in Inazuma, that was at the Iridori Festival, um, I didn't know they had the first position of the gears already selected. And I'm like trying to figure out how to switch the posts because I'm a derp like that and didn't realize it. So you'll see me do that in a moment once I'm done going over the directions because Dum Dum Me didn't realize it wasn't recording anything when I was explaining all this, and I don't feel like reading it all aloud again. So yeah, like I don't realize that the first one's selected, and I'm like trying to figure out which gear to push, but then it's like, wait a minute, I can't even. Yeah, like this is me like, wait, that's not the gear I wanted or the slot I wanted. So then that's when I realized that the position was already selected. And then this is just me going through and solving the puzzle now. And testing out the gears to see what work, and then realizing that's going to be too small of a space and switching to post 6. Well, actually, what I was trying to do was I was trying to switch it between upper and lower, and that wasn't working, so that's why I go to post 6. Because I figured that's probably what I had to do. And then I tried doing the same thing on post 2, where I'm trying to do upper and lower. Oh, I didn't realize that was a hint that popped up. I just immediately skipped past it. I didn't even read it. I thought I had hit something and it caused the pop-up, and I was like, okay, whatever. Yeah, that's not close enough, so I had to switch that. Yeah, I didn't know the difference between the two small gears, so I was like, whatever. And that's how I solved it, and it took me like 2 minutes to fiddle with that. But hey, I solved it successfully, and that's all that matters. And then I collected my rewards, which apparently is only just solving the painting. So yeah, that's the end of that. And I was just chatting a bit about I forget what exactly. Oh yeah, talking about how I have to wait until like tomorrow in order to do the other puzzle. I don't know if I'll have time to record that, but who knows? I might have time to record that. And then I ended it here. Or did I? No, that's me checking out the other stuff for the event and not seeing anything else, even though it said that there was something else. Yeah, that's me like, why the heck did it give me an alert that there was something and there's nothing? Okay, so that's the end of that.